Hello, everyone. Welcome, one and all, to another episode of the Moose Review. I am your enthusiastic host, Drew. If you're a returning listener, thank you for continuing this journey with me. If you're new here, well, buckle up, because today we're embarking on an adventure into the world of vinyl record collecting that's as exciting as it sounds. This isn't just any journey, mind you, but what we've lovingly dubbed the Moose Migration. Thanks to our kind sponsors at Moose Vinyl, I'm taking a dive into the vibrant, textured, and beautifully nuanced world of record collecting, traversing every record store in our beloved Ohio. As a newbie, each visit opens up a universe of sounds that are new to me. From the low hum of a record as it starts to play, to the crackles that punctuate the silence between tracks, I'm getting to know it all, and more importantly, falling in love with it. Now, as many of you will remember, our last episode saw us exploring the inviting lanes of Spoonful Records right here in Columbus, Ohio. What an experience that was. An absolute blast, filled to the brim with fascinating people, unforgettable conversations, and a deep dive into the ethos that defines their business. But today we shift our focus to a cornerstone of Columbus's musical heritage, the venerable Magnolia Thunder. Established before most of us were born, Magnolia Thunder isn't just the oldest record store in Columbus. It's a custodian of our shared musical history. Imagine, if you will, a place that has borne witness to music's evolution from the swing of the 40s, through the rock and roll of the 50s, the psychedelia of the 60s, the disco of the 70s, and beyond. A place that has stood the test of time, offering a snapshot of the past while staying very much a part of the present. On this episode, we will dissect every nook and cranny of Magnolia Thunder, take you through its storied aisles, talk about the records that line its shelves, and share the tales of those who work and shop there. So sit back, relax, perhaps grab a cup of coffee or tea, and let's get this show on the road. Welcome, dear listeners, to the Moose Review. It was my second destination on this grand adventure, the Moose Migration, where I found myself in Columbus, Ohio, standing in front of a local legend, Magnolia Thunder, the oldest record store in the entire state. I recall how this journey began, a simple idea, a spark, a desire to explore, to immerse myself in the world of vinyl records, had ignited in my mind, propelling me on this quest. Before embarking on this adventure, I had reached out to some friends, fellow music enthusiasts, and vinyl collectors, asking for their recommendations. The answers varied. Some suggested modern avant-garde stores, others pointed me towards niche, genre-specific establishments. However, one name popped up in each conversation, Magnolia Thunder. The unanimous consensus intrigued me, raising my expectations. The first time I walked into a record store was a transformative experience, a pivotal moment that altered the course of my life and led me here. As I shared this story with two employees at Magnolia, their wide-eyed excitement resonated with me. They validated my mission, their enthusiasm echoing my own. This experience marked a pivotal day for me, the moment when my private passion, my love for vinyl, transformed into a shared celebration, a public quest to visit every record store in Ohio. It became apparent that this journey wasn't solely about vinyl. It was about connections, shared stories, the collective passion that music inspires. Magnolia Thunder was more than just a record store. It was a time capsule, a treasure trove that held within its walls decades of music history. Its location on High Street in the heart of Columbus, amidst a bustling urban landscape, was an ode to its resilience, a testament to its enduring appeal. To the untrained eye, it might seem like just another storefront, but to us, the vinyl enthusiasts, it was a sanctuary. Nestled next to Scully's Music Diner, a popular spot known for its electrifying live performances, Magnolia had become an intrinsic part of Columbus's vibrant music scene. The anticipation grew as I approached Magnolia. The exterior, worn by time yet proud, hinted at the wealth of musical history that lay within. The door creaked open, unleashing a wave of nostalgia, a testament to the countless music enthusiasts who had walked through them. As I stepped inside, a sense of familiarity washed over me, a comforting sense of being right where I was meant to be. I was home. To the right, there was a welcoming staff, their faces lighting up with a genuine smile. They recognized the familiar spark in my eyes, the silent badge of honor that identified me as one of them, a vinyl enthusiast. To the left, shelves filled with tapes and CDs stretched as far as the eye could see, each one representing a unique voice, a distinct melody, but my destination was straight ahead. The heart of Magnolia, the vinyl section. The mere sight of the hip-hop section, strategically positioned to draw in curious souls like myself, set my heart racing. Anderson .Paak's Ventura sat proudly on display, tempting me. Oh, how I yearned to take it home, but my mission was clear, at least for today. I was to explore the 99-cent section hunting for hidden gems. But Ventura had captivated me, beckoning me with its unspoken promise of rhythmic beats and soulful lyrics. I made a mental note to return for it another day, another mission. As I wandered through the store, the inviting ambience, the palpable passion for music that lingered in the air, the warmth of shared stories, cemented Magnolia's place in my heart. I knew then, with absolute certainty, that I would carry the memory of this day, the essence of Magnolia, with me, a memento of my journey through the world of vinyl records. My adventure had only just begun, and yet it felt as if I had crossed a significant milestone. Magnolia Thunder, the oldest record store in Ohio, had welcomed me into its embrace. Its staff and patrons had shared their stories, their passion with me. I was no longer just a vinyl enthusiast. I had become a part of a community. And as I left with 3 records, each costing a mere dollar, I couldn't help but feel a sense of accomplishment. I was on the right path, my mission affirmed, my passion rekindled. Magnolia was just the beginning, and I couldn't wait to see what lay ahead. As I ventured further into the heart of Magnolia Thunder, I found myself engaging in conversations that elevated my experience from merely buying records to truly understanding the soul of vinyl collection. Conversations with fellow customers unfolded organically, each one adding layers to my understanding of what it meant to be a part of this vinyl-loving community. I crossed paths with a man who was visiting Magnolia for the first time, just like me. We struck up a conversation, and he told me about his father, who used to work at a record store while attending Michigan State. He grew up surrounded by an impressive collection of records, which served as the background score to his childhood and an unbreakable bond between him and his father. I was instantly drawn into his narrative, captivated by how deeply intertwined his life was with music. His story wasn't just about growing up with a love for vinyl, it represented a legacy passed down from father to son. This exchange underscored what I was beginning to understand. Vinyl was more than a medium for music. It was a vessel for memories, a way to connect with the past and bond over shared experiences. I found joy in hearing his story, the nostalgic sentiment in his voice, the passion that was evident in his every word. It served as a poignant reminder of why I embarked on this journey in the first place: to connect, to learn, and to be a part of a community that treasured music and the experience of vinyl as much as I did. Another interaction that struck a chord with me was meeting a fellow newcomer to Columbus, a transplant from Tennessee, who was visiting Magnolia for the first time. His interest in vinyl diverged from mine. He wasn't after the music as much as he was after the aesthetics. He had a keen eye for interesting album covers and decorated his wall with them, a creative homage to the music he loved. This encounter introduced me to a completely different perspective on vinyl collecting, one that focused on the visual aspect as much as the auditory. This concept wasn't new to me. My best friend Taylor Brady had a similar arrangement at her Studio 18 art gallery, and I always found it fascinating. It was a unique blend of music and visual art where the album covers served a dual purpose. They were both a visual delight and a gateway to the music enclosed within. This was yet another manifestation of the magic of vinyl records. They could be as visually appealing as they were melodically. Perhaps I thought it was time for me to incorporate this artistic expression into my living space too. The sheer diversity of the people I met and the stories I heard reinforced the universal appeal of vinyl records. It served as a reminder that the vinyl community wasn't a monolith. We had our unique reasons, our individual motivations that drew us to it. For some, it was about the music, the palpable connection with the artists. For others, it was a visual journey, a form of artistic expression. And for many others, like me, it was a mixture of the two, a multi-sensory experience that transcended the boundaries of traditional music consumption. One particular sentiment, however, seemed to resonate with all of us vinyl lovers: the thrill of discovery. Whether it was stumbling upon a rare album, finding a record of a beloved artist, or simply spotting an album with a striking cover art, it was the thrill of the hunt, the anticipation, and the eventual joy of discovery that kept us coming back to these vinyl record stores. These stores, like Magnolia Thunder, were not just places to buy records, they were treasure troves offering us new surprises with every visit. Venturing into the 99-cent section at Magnolia Thunder, I felt like an explorer, ready to discover new musical landscapes. There was an electrifying sense of anticipation as I flipped through the records, not knowing what gem I might uncover next. The allure of the unknown, the thrill of discovering an unfamiliar artist, or finding a rare album from a favorite one. It was this blend of excitement and unpredictability that made vinyl collecting an endlessly rewarding journey. The prospect of unearthing a musical gem from an array of unknown artists, of being introduced to new sounds, new voices, was an integral part of the vinyl collecting experience. It was an adventure, an exploration of music in its most tangible form. Continuing my journey through the aisles of Magnolia Thunder, I felt an uncanny sense of wonder. The seemingly endless rows of records, each bearing tales of different artists, genres, and eras, was overwhelming. The mere thought that some of these artists, despite their evident talent and unique voices, remained unknown to many, was a sobering realization. This store was brimming with stories and voices, waiting to be discovered and shared, and I was ready for the adventure. My first find of the day was 10 Years of Gold by Kenny Rogers. Although it wasn't a record I was familiar with, the simple fact that it was Kenny Rogers, a legendary voice that had left an indelible mark in the world of music, was reason enough to make it part of my collection. I found it hard to resist the allure of taking home a piece of the Kenny Rogers legacy, especially for a mere 99 cents. The joy of finding this record was compounded when I shared the news with my friend Holbrook, who excitedly told me that his favorite Kenny Rogers song, Just Dropped In to See What Condition My Condition Is In, was part of that album. This encounter affirmed my belief in the connective power of music. It's these shared moments of excitement and connection that make the vinyl community so special. The joy of sharing a record find with a friend, watching their eyes light up in delight, and reveling in a shared love for music. These experiences are unique to the vinyl community. The thrill of sharing these moments with others has been one of the most rewarding aspects of the Moose migration. Music, in its purest form, is a shared experience, and there's something incredibly special about sharing these discoveries with your closest friends and family. Their excitement fuels my passion, and their shared joy reaffirms the sense of community that underlies the world of vinyl. While flipping through the 99-cent records, I overheard a conversation that instantly piqued my interest. A father was introducing his daughter to the world of King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, an eccentrically named band known for their experimental sound. As a recent convert to the Giz's music, thanks to my friend Trevor, I felt an urge to join in on the conversation. They hadn't heard of the Murlocs, a band that shares two members with King Gizzard, so I took the opportunity to share this bit of trivia with them. This encounter was an unexpected but delightful highlight of my trip to Magnolia Thunder. The shared enthusiasm, the exchange of music recommendations, the joy of introducing someone to a band they might come to love, this was the heart and soul of the vinyl community. Interactions with the store's employees were equally enriching. Their excitement at my mission to visit every record store in Ohio was heartwarming. It was evident that their passion for music extended beyond their jobs. They were not just employees, they were enthusiasts, music lovers, vinyl aficionados. Their shared enthusiasm for vinyl, their knowledge and insights, and their willingness to share their passion with customers were inspiring. A particular employee who was cashing me out was one of those who initially hyped me up, making me feel right at home. It was refreshing to see such passion for music and vinyl, especially in a world increasingly dominated by digital music. Their excitement was infectious, and it was a stark reminder that music is meant to be shared, enjoyed, and celebrated collectively. In all these interactions, what stood out to me was the sense of community that permeated Magnolia Thunder. It wasn't just a record store, it was a vibrant hub of music lovers and vinyl enthusiasts. It was a place where shared experiences, conversations, and connections took center stage. Whether it was sharing a newfound love for King Gizzard, introducing someone to the Murlocs, or simply exchanging stories and experiences, these interactions shaped my visit to Magnolia Thunder into a journey of discovery, connection, and shared passion. Having interacted with fellow vinyl lovers and expanded my knowledge of both familiar and unknown artists, I found myself drawn back to the heart of Magnolia Thunder, its record aisles. Every record collector knows that a store's unique charm resides not just in its carefully selected new releases, but in its used record section. Here, a plethora of hidden gems await the patient and adventurous explorer. From obscure bands to iconic classics, each record carries its own unique history and story. The thrill of discovery was palpable as I flicked through the rows of vinyl. This was not merely shopping, it was a treasure hunt. And when I struck gold, the sense of accomplishment was incomparable. For just 99 cents each, I found not one but two more vinyl records to add to my budding collection. This is Nat King Cole and Nat King Cole Sings Ballads of the Day. Just like the Kenny Rogers record, these purchases were more than mere acquisitions. They were pieces of music history now in my possession. Of course, I had my friends and acquaintances to thank for the pointers and tips. Their shared experiences and recommendations provided me with a roadmap in my journey through vinyl collecting. Indeed, the sense of community in this sphere is truly something to cherish. Each conversation, each shared excitement, and each nugget of wisdom passed down from seasoned collectors to a novice like me fosters a sense of belonging and camaraderie. If there is one thing that my time in Magnolia Thunder has taught me, it is that record stores are far more than retail outlets. They are living, breathing entities teeming with stories, experiences, and memories. They are communities where people from all walks of life converge, united by their shared love of music. In these spaces, music transcends the physical format of vinyl to become a shared experience, a common language that bridges the gap between individuals. Being a part of such a vibrant community has been a truly humbling experience. From the owners to the staff, and from the regulars to the first-time visitors, each person I encountered had a unique story to tell. Their shared passion for music, expressed through their love of vinyl, was palpable and infectious. My trip to Magnolia Thunder turned out to be more than a mere shopping trip. It was an adventure in musical exploration. The thrill of finding gems in the 99-cent section, the joy of sharing musical discoveries with others, the sense of connection forged through shared passions, these experiences underscore the essence of the vinyl community. As I left Magnolia Thunder, clutching my newly acquired records, I felt a sense of gratitude for this journey into the world of vinyl. What started as a fun expedition quickly morphed into an educational and emotional experience that deepened my appreciation for music and the vinyl community. So, to all those considering a visit to Magnolia Thunder, I wholeheartedly recommend it. Whether you are a seasoned vinyl collector, a music enthusiast, or a curious newbie like myself, this store has something to offer. The opportunity to explore music in its most physical form, the prospect of discovering unknown artists, the chance to connect with fellow music lovers, and the thrill of adding unique pieces to your collection are experiences too rewarding to miss. My exploration of the vinyl world continues, but one thing is clear: the magic of vinyl is not just in the music it plays, but in the stories it tells, the connections it fosters, and the community it builds. As the saying goes, the journey is as important as the destination, and my journey through the world of vinyl, like a record spinning on a turntable, is one that keeps going round, offering new discoveries and delights with each rotation. The joy is not just in the final collection, but in the moments, interactions, and experiences that led to its formation. Magnolia Thunder was more than a record store. It was a narrative unfolding in the heart of Columbus, Ohio, creating harmonies between people, music, and memories. It's a story I will continue to tell as I continue on my moose migration, with every record, every store, and every person adding a new note to this symphony of experiences. And so my journey continues. With each record store visit, I get to peel back another layer of the intricate world of vinyl. Every record, every conversation, every shared moment of excitement brings me closer to understanding the allure of vinyl. With each spin, the world of vinyl spins a little bit more into focus. The sound, the feel, the shared moments, the excitement. This is the magic of vinyl, and I'm thrilled to be part of it. And there we have it, folks. Another exciting episode of the Moose Review, complete with stories, music, and the shared experience of the vinyl collecting world. As always, I'm grateful to have you with me on this exhilarating adventure. Each moment shared, each story told, is enriched by your presence in this shared journey. A big shout out once more to our amazing sponsor, Moose Vinyl. Without their support, this adventure, this quest through the vibrant landscape of vinyl records across Ohio would have remained a dream. Their unwavering faith in this project fuels our passion and allows us to continue bringing you these captivating stories. If these episodes have struck a chord, if they've rekindled your love for vinyl or sparked a newfound interest, please don't keep it to yourself. Subscribe to our channel, share the magic of vinyl with your friends, family, anyone who you think might appreciate the unique world we're exploring. The beauty of this journey lies in its shared nature. Each story becomes richer when passed on, and don't forget to follow us on social media. It's the quickest way to keep updated on our latest travels, the exciting finds we uncover, and the fascinating characters we meet along the way. It's also a great place to join the conversation, share your own vinyl stories, and connect with fellow listeners. So as we wrap up another memorable stop on this moose migration, I want to thank you once more for being an essential part of this journey. Remember, in the world of vinyl, every groove tells a story, and we're here to discover and share those stories, one record at a time. Once again, I am your host, Drew, from the Moose Review, signing off with gratitude and anticipation for what lies ahead. Until we meet again, keep those turntables spinning, and as always, I'll see you on the flip side. Safe travels, friends.